something that you're interested in pursuing, if you're interested in advancing your career, maybe you had your license before and it didn't quite work out. You didn't have the right guidance, you didn't have the right situation, you weren't at the right firm for you. It's okay to start over. It's okay to start again. Even if you've lost your real estate license and you maybe see the interest rates dropping and the real estate market picking up again, that you're interested in reactivating your real estate license. But the main thing is, again, finding out about these opportunities. So dress to impress. Come to the career fair ready to impress these recruiters at these firms, even if you are brand new. You know, this event is a very safe space. I don't even like using words like that, but it really is, because if you're new and you don't really know about real estate, this is the perfect place to come to ask those questions, because this is a room you could put yourself in with people that are going to be far beyond the experience that you have in real estate. Even if you are just getting started, the more hands you shake, the more money you make. Get your eyes opened to the opportunities that are out there.
You are watching Ask the Instructor. Absorb the knowledge. Become the expert.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Ask the Instructor, a special Florida Real Estate Career Fair preview episode, because the Florida Real Estate Career Fair is happening this Saturday, April 18th, 12 p.m. right here in Tampa. Get the full details and claim your free registration at FloridaRealEstateCareerFair.com. That's FloridaRealEstateCareerFair.com. If you're somebody who is interested in starting a real estate career, somebody who's already well on the way to having a real estate career, or even already having your license, or maybe you're one of our TSRE alumni going all the way back to as far as 2007, we want to see you all here at the career fair. And the career fair is really open to everyone that wants to learn more about real estate or share what they know about real estate. When you come into the Tampa School of Real Estate headquarters here where the career fair is hosted, you'll see some banners hanging on the wall, and one of them says, "Teach what you know." Another says, "Learn what you don't." So this is an environment to come to not just share your story with the next generation of real estate, but for that next generation of real estate to show up and find out about the opportunities that are waiting for you with a Florida real estate license. These opportunities that will be here at this event on Saturday are from top real estate firms that provide leads, that provide training, that provide new agent assistance. And I know of at least one brokerage that even offers tuition reimbursement. And beyond that, training programs to help you learn more beyond just the FREC requirements that are required to get your real estate license here in Florida. But how do you build a business that's even bigger than yourself someday? How do you start a real estate team? How do you someday start your own brokerage who could be at the career fair recruiting that next generation of real estate? What you'll find from most of our vendors here at the career fair, they're all TSRE alumni themselves, and they're thrilled to share their journey with you and help you on your way and your path to success. Whatever that means for you. It may be full-time, I want to go all in and make as much money as I can in real estate again, start a team, open a brokerage, maybe even all of that and more, maybe become a real estate investor, or maybe you're just looking to add some part-time additional income, some supplementation to what you're doing already. And especially when you approach that from a referral-only standpoint, sure, it's not the entire commission. You're usually only getting a percentage of the commission, say 25%. But if you have a real estate license, you could legally earn a referral fee from deals referred anywhere in the world. And so ask about the referral options at the career fair this Saturday if you're interested in earning income in that way, which again, if you're looking at doing this part-time, that helps you avoid board fees, MLS fees, costs that are required for tools that you need to be able to do your job as a real estate professional. So if you want to have the license and simply make the connections, then you could earn a referral fee. And this is part of the networking, because knowing agents who are willing to do referrals, to exchange referrals even, because you could be a full service agent and this could be a great way for you to get leads, is from referral agents. People that maybe are well connected, that have good jobs, that are part of larger communities that may have people they could refer to you. And this goes, again, worldwide, nationwide, any state, any country, you can make a referral to pretty much anywhere, and it's a simple one-page agreement. So that basis of referrals, though, is all about networking. That's really at its core what the Florida Real Estate Career Fair is a networking event. So yes, we've got some phenomenal opportunities from the presenting sponsors of this event that are helping us put this event together, to put this event on, to help us provide food, to help us provide drinks, to help us provide the giveaways, because every single person who comes to the career fair that's pre-registered at FloridaRealEstateCareerFair.com is going to get a free course, a course on how to use the #1 contract in residential Florida real estate, and that's the FAR as-is contract. So going line by line through that agreement so you understand and you're confident in that agreement, because personally, that was one of the things that held me back significantly when I got started, is not knowing this form. Because if you want to make an offer on behalf of a buyer, you need to be able to help them fill out this form. You need to be able to understand this form. You need to have a basic understanding, and it's a simple enough form, especially when you really look at it and see what it is, what it does, and what additional resources are available to you as a Florida realtor. So that course, 1-year access, everybody who comes out is going to get that for free. But one lucky winner is going to get our video on demand course, or credit to use towards anything else in the TSRE catalog, or to gift to a friend. And in order to be eligible for that raffle, that drawing, that giveaway, #1, you've got to be registered at FloridaRealEstateCareerFair.com, and #2, you have to attend the career fair. And just make sure you check in at the front desk. You'll get your name tag. You'll have a name tag waiting for you. That's another reason why you want to be pre-registered. A networking event is a lot more, because look, for me, for example, it's difficult for me to remember names. I can remember a lot of different things, but names are easily swappable in my mind unless I make visual reference. And that could be sometimes writing something down or noting something visual about that person, but it could also just be the visual reference of being able to read that name. So if you want people to be able to remember you, that's why you want a name tag. That's not one that you have to handwrite because you weren't registered, but one that's already pre-printed because you're registered in time. The good news is, if you're watching this right now, we're live on Wednesday here. The career fair is just around the corner. That's this Saturday. So there's still plenty of time to register at FloridaRealEstateCareerFair.com. Again, that's FloridaRealEstateCareerFair.com. Let's head over to the board here and talk about some of the specifics. So first things first, a real estate career. Is it for you? Is it something that I would want to learn more about? And to give you the short version, to give you enough reason to want to come out to this event this Saturday, let's zoom in on these benefits right here. One of the #1 things that attracts people to real estate is the unlimited income potential. In Florida, real estate is in short supply because there is excessive demand. Because did you know there's over 150 million people per year that simply visit Florida just to get a taste of the good life that we live here in Florida? And so there's constantly people that are interested in coming to Florida, not just to come and visit, but to move here permanently. And a lot of times it begins when you ask people that move here, they don't just up and move to Florida, never having been to Florida before, they've already visited it. So Florida's like an open showroom in like Disney World and Universal and the beaches, Busch Gardens, all these different attractions people might be coming for. Those are just the draws, the attractions that are like, wow, Florida would be pretty nice. Wouldn't it be nice to live here? And so they're constantly building new homes, but they cannot build them fast enough. And that's part of what has driven the price increases. And even despite hurricanes, despite floods, despite all of these things, people are resilient. And that's because Florida is resilient, not simply just in what Florida is, but if you actually look at the building code of Florida, it's some of the strictest building code in the entire world. And mainly as it relates to its ability to withstand windstorms. Now we're talking recently built property, especially when it's after 2007 or even better within the last few years, because the build quality requirements and restrictions have increased significantly. But what that does is it creates a far superior product compared to most other parts of the country, most other parts of the world. The construction standards that are being required here in Florida to build homes that could withstand mega hurricanes are part of what makes these homes so valuable, in addition to their location, their proximity to the water. And so your real estate license is a ticket to earn a commission off of every sale you can be part of, whether that's assisting the seller, assisting the buyer, or simply making the referral to an agent who will assist the seller or the buyer. There's no limit to how many deals, how many referrals you could earn, how many deals you could personally close, how big of a team you could build, how large of a brokerage you can start. That's all up to you. Your potential is unlimited. And not just in terms of the income, because you may be interested in a much more different approach to your work-life balance, and that's the schedule flexibility. Now, if you want to go all in and make as much money as you can, the more money and time that you can devote to this business, the more it can repay you, especially as you're working smart, especially when you're doing the right things and not just, banging your head against the wall because you don't know what to do, or you're just doing the wrong things because it's what you think would work. You don't have to guess. There's people that have gone before you, and this career fair is a great opportunity to meet those people, to hear their stories, to meet the different brokerages and ask them the questions of how do they set new agents up for success? What is it that your brokerage does that would help a new agent succeed? What do you do to help set me up for success, to make sure I'm doing the right things? Because when you could focus on that efficiency aspect, you could really dial in the amount of work that's required. And the amount of working time, according to the National Association of Realtors, that's required to close a listing, for example, is 8 hours. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to sell in 8 hours, but 8 hours of your time being put in. And maybe more than that, especially if the property is overpriced. You have to do some price reductions. But ultimately, the average is 8 hours. When you're starting out, it's not going to be 8 hours, though. You're going to be learning through experience to a certain degree, despite how much training and preparedness you might have. But you work on building that efficiency, and maybe, who knows, you're even closing deals in faster than 8 hours. Buyers, typically, it's about 24 hours. But you start doing the math of what a $10,000 commission can be across 24 hours of working time, and you might say, well, I work more than 24 hours a week right now, and I don't even see $10,000 in a month. And real estate gives you the vehicle. It's not a light switch. It's not that you get the license and all of a sudden, wow, look, you've got $10,000 a month in the mailbox somehow. But it gives you the license to sell, to take your relationships and your trust that you've established with people, because that trust, just knowing somebody, knowing who they are, that goes a long way, which is why most real estate transactions, most leads that result in a transaction are typically found through your sphere of influence and through referrals, which is why referrals and networking are so essential to a successful strategy in real estate, one way or another. Whether you're networking with agents, you're networking with the public, or you're networking with both. And ultimately, you're in the driver's seat, which it can be a double-edged sword because you get to make the decisions. But now if you could really make the right decisions, you could set yourself up for success in a way that nobody else could. And to get started, this is a course. So if you haven't done anything yet, this course that's required to get your Florida real estate license, we're talking a 7-day program. Monday through Sunday, it is all day, but 7 days and you're done. We also have 2-week programs across 8 days. We have 3-week programs, evening programs, weekend programs, as well as the video on demand program, which is our #1 most popular, used by the most amount of students to get their Florida real estate license because it's simply the easiest to access on demand, anywhere, anytime, any place with that video on demand program. And by obtaining that real estate license, you open yourself up to multiple new opportunities, both part-time and full-time. So whether you're just starting out, you just got your real estate license, or you've been at it for years, either way, you want to come to the career fair this weekend, come for the networking, come for the food, the drinks, the giveaways, the opportunities, the excitement that'll be at the Florida Real Estate Career Fair. The Complete Jumpstart program is what you ultimately need if you're brand new to real estate, because this is going to give you the course to get your real estate license. We call that pre-licensing, as well as the course required to renew your real estate license. We call that post-licensing. And by investing in the Complete Jumpstart bundle, by getting both of these courses, you're also going to get our exam prep basically for free, or for like $1 or $2. With the way this works out, by you pre-registering for this, you're basically getting all of our exam prep tools to help expedite this process included with that bundle, all for one low tuition. And with this, you have 12 months access as well to this course, and we don't activate that until you've gotten your real estate license. So that way you can start it as soon as you get your real estate license. And not only can you do this Jumpstart program with our video on demand course, but you could also do it with our classroom course options as well as live online classes as well. So definitely ask the advisors this weekend about the Complete Jumpstart option and utilizing that to start your real estate career to help set you ahead, because this is going to cover a lot more as it relates to the real estate business, whereas this is going to focus on the laws and rules that are tested on the state exam. Two completely different reasons for these courses here. Again, this is obtaining the license, and this is now, it's kind of like continuing education, but it's a little bit more serious than your typical continuing education, a little bit longer, but again, the focus is now much more on the real world, on the real estate business, on understanding what to actually do with your real estate license. So much more fun information, and if you have already done this course here and you're coming to the career fair, you're going to understand a lot more about what you're looking for in a real estate broker, who is going to align best with ultimately what your plan is based on all the fundamentals of the business you now understand from going through this post-licensing course. So at the career fair, you could come out, explore several different opportunities, meet several different professionals, not just from these firms, but also just networking with the other attendees at this event. We'll have real estate instructors there, myself included. So if you'd like to meet me personally, come shake my hand. I'm a firm believer in the more hands you shake, the more money you make. So absolutely, I'm going to be out there shaking hands, trying to meet as many people as I can, and you should be as well. That's why we host events like this, not just to showcase the opportunities that are available once you do have a real estate license, but also, again, to make connections, to find out that there's people that are out there that are willing to help you get to that next stage of the real estate career, even if you're just getting started. So come out on Saturday, but make sure you're registered at FloridaRealEstateCareerFair.com. Again, there's at least one brokerage I know for sure that offers tuition reimbursement. But again, that is always something that you're able to ask as your interview questions. Because remember, it's not necessarily the brokerage interviewing you, it's you interviewing the brokerage, especially when you've already got the real estate license, especially when you've already gotten post-licensing. The more well-versed you can become, the further along that you are, the more interesting you will be to the different brokerages and the more they will be trying to recruit you to them. But even if you're brand new, especially if that brokerage has a specific new agent training program that works, then they're going to be there trying to bring you in and trying to get you into that program because they know they could turn it into a win-win some way, somehow. Every brokerage there has a way to make it a win-win. So the brokerage wins as well as you win to help you get more sales, do more deals, get better trained, understand the real estate business. Again, maybe benefits such as tuition reimbursement and more. If you want to see some videos from the past events, you can find that at our YouTube, tsre.us/YouTube. You can also check out a bunch of photos at tsre.us/Facebook. But come to this event. We'll have some cameras going around taking some videos. And if you have a success story to share, we want to hear from you. We want to hear from you at this event. We want to hear your story. We want to hear the challenges that you overcome. We want to hear the successes that you have been able to achieve through real estate. So if you've got a story to share, come out. Or if you've got a dream to share, we'd love to hear that as well. And if you'd be willing to put yourself on camera, we would love to put you out there. Who knows? You might end up on Netflix, on HGTV. We've had a lot of students that have ended up in the spotlight like that with being featured on different TV shows, having their own TV show, having their own Netflix series even. So come on out, come to the career fair, see what it's all about, and start your journey on becoming the next success story. Take action right now. Get yourself registered at FloridaRealEstateCareerFair.com. Again, that website is FloridaRealEstateCareerFair.com. All you need to do is simply put in your name, your email, and your phone number and submit the form. Complete your registration. Secure your free registration to the career fair that's happening this Saturday, April 18th, 2026. FloridaRealEstateCareerFair.com. And why you should do that is you could come to this event to meet real estate instructors, myself included, connect with different brokerages, recruiters from these firms that have opportunities to share with you, but as well as networking with the other attendees at the event. Again, I know we're going to have a lot of attendees there that are already in real estate, and they're just simply there to network, to share their story, to come say hello, to come walk the halls of their alma mater of Tampa School of Real Estate, especially if they came to this location here. We'll have food and drinks. These are kind of like little Tampa School of Real Estate parties, but again, even if you're not from Tampa School of Real Estate, maybe you took some online course somewhere. If we haven't been part of your journey yet, let this be where we're able to introduce ourselves as Tampa School of Real Estate to you at the career fair at this event. One lucky winner is going to win the license course. Make sure you're pre-registered online at FloridaRealEstateCareerFair.com, as well as show up and check in at the event, and you'll be entered in the giveaway. And everyone who is pre-registered and attends is going to get the Far Bar As Is course. This is the one that one lucky winner is going to win, or again, a credit they could give to a friend or use towards anything in the catalog. FloridaRealEstateCareerFair.com, name, email, and phone number to get yourself registered. This is the course everybody is going to get. And again, this is the #1 contract that you want to know how to complete, how to fill out, how to submit. And this course is going to walk you through that line by line. And when you get that course simply, you'll be able to access our online community, the TSRE community and the discussion boards where you'll be able to connect with the alumni that have gone before you, the ones that aren't even able to come to the career fair, that have passed the exam, closed their first deals, and so much more. Share your story online through these discussion boards and go in and read the stories of the students, again, that have gone before you to be inspired for what that next level of success is for you. So those discussion boards, that community is included with all TSRE instructor-led course registrations. And you could also access that through Real Estate Pro University and TSRE Pro, which for a limited time is available for only $87 per month. If you'd like to find out about how you can do a month-to-month membership option to not just cover your FREC required trainings, but also trainings that are going to help set you up for success, there's actually some brokerages that already provide this Real Estate Pro University. So we'll have brokerages in attendance that provide our training platform for contracts, for open houses, for how renters become buyers, the FSBO fundamentals, for lending, for so much information that's going to help you become more successful faster in real estate. But regardless of what brokerage you join, whether they provide this already as a benefit internally or not, you can subscribe to that individually. So talk to the advisors, ask if they offer the TSRE Plus Real Estate Pro University training program, or again, reach out to our advisors with any questions you have. We might have 1 or 2 sponsor tables left still, so if you are a sponsor and you're interested in sponsoring the career fair this Saturday, reach out to us at the same phone number right here. So whether you're brand new starting in real estate, you want to get your real estate license, you need continuing education, post-licensing, you want to find out more about the career fair, this number right here, 813-333-2676. Now, your real estate journey, again, that complete jumpstart bundle, that's everything we've talked about here. And ideally, you're completing that before you get to the career fair. But even if you haven't done any of this yet, you're more than welcome to attend the career fair to simply get inspired, to find out about what's out there, and give yourself all the more reason to push through those laws and rules that you will have to study to pass that state exam. But once you do, you've got your ticket to take that post-licensing course that is going to now, again, focus on the real-world information. And then to go above and beyond that, that's where those Real Estate Pro University courses I was telling you about earlier come into play. These are designed to teach you the real-world side of real estate, from for sale by owner lead generation to working with expired listings, turning renters into buyers, working open houses, how to understand the contracts, the FAR as-is contract that everyone's going to get from coming to the career fair is one of the many courses offered in Real Estate Pro University. So you could subscribe to that individually, or if you have a brokerage or a team, we do have brokerage and team plans for you to be able to offer the top tier Florida real estate training system to your agents. But to keep things simple, if you're brand new, if you're just getting started and you want to get going now, you want to start taking the course so you've got as much information as you can before this Saturday, head over right now to realestateonlinecourse.com. That's realestateonlinecourse.com. And that's where you could register for the video on-demand course. You could start immediately and start working through this program. You'll have 1 year access to be able to do this anytime, any place, either online or through the TSRE app. The textbook is included with free shipping to the continental United States. And this does meet the Florida Real Estate Commission requirement to get your Florida real estate license. Now, if you have any questions about anything we've covered today, because I know it's been a lot, this phone number right here is the magic number, 813-333-2676. Again, that's 813-333-2676. Any questions we could answer for you, any way we could help you, anything we can assist you with, help you better understand, that phone number right there, 24/7. Call us up day or night. If it's the middle of the night, we'll return your call, but I guarantee you can still get connected with Nina. Nina's on it 24/7 around the clock. So reach out to Nina anytime, 813-333-2676. And make sure you're there at the event this Saturday, April 18th, the Florida Real Estate Career Fair. You don't want to miss it. Name, email, and phone number, FloridaRealEstateCareerFair.com. Any questions, reach out to us. Again, one more time, that phone number is 813-333-2676. If I haven't said it enough, I hope to see you this Saturday at the Career Fair. If you do have other plans, change them. If you've got something else going on, change it. Come to the Career Fair. You don't want to miss this event. We only do a couple of these a year, and even if you've been to one of the career fairs in the past, you know how electric that experience can be, and just making those connections, shaking those new hands, meeting new people, establishing new referral contacts, all of that and more at the Career Fair. Food, drinks, prizes, giveaway. FloridaRealEstateCareerFair.com. Get yourself registered. That's all the time that we've got for today. Thank you all for tuning in to this week's episode. We'll be back on Friday for the night of the Career Fair Eve broadcast of State of Real Estate. Until then, Have a great rest of your week. Real estate is something that you're interested in pursuing. If you're interested in advancing your career, maybe you had your license before and it didn't quite work out. You didn't have the right guidance. You didn't have the right situation. You weren't at the right firm for you. It's okay to start over. It's okay to start again. Even if you've lost your real estate license and you maybe see the interest rates dropping and the real estate market picking up again, that you're interested in reactivating your real estate license. But the main thing is, again, finding out about these opportunities. So dress to impress. Come to the career fair ready to impress these recruiters at these firms, even if you are brand new. You know, this event is a very safe space. I don't even like using words like that, but it really is, because if you're new and you don't really know about real estate, this is the perfect place to come to ask those questions, because this is a room you could put yourself in with people that are going to be far beyond the experience that you have in real estate, even if you are just getting started. The more hands you shake, the more money you make. Get your eyes opened to the opportunities that are out there.